Hello everybody and welcome back to Farming Simulator 22. Double G here. This is episode 32 in the series we're doing on the Elm Creek map. So we're in July and feed the dog, feed the dog. Gamer says feed the dog. Dog's fed. Okie doke. So we're in July. In the last episode, we started off in April. We fed the chickens because they were getting low. We moved the sugar because the production was running out of room. And then we sold the fabric because it was the best month. And it sold for 103,209. So we've got some money in the bank. Then we progressed into May. I fertilized all the wheat fields, 45, 46, 47, and 50. And then I cut and baled and wrapped the silage in 48 and 49. It's on the loader trailer here. We will be moving towards silage pit silage in the future. So then, I've missed a few things in the last episode. So off camera, I progressed into June. The eggs were running out of room, so I moved the eggs. That's no big deal. I just moved them forward like normal. The wool I took to the spinnery because it was full, and I want to keep the spinnery going as much as possible. So there were 5 bales over here of wool that I took. And while I had the truck and trailer out, I did a little cleanup. I straightened up the grass bales here. I just loaded them on the trailer and then unloaded them just to neaten them up a little bit. And then I took the truck around to the various locations where I had stuff like the pallet of seed at the sugar mill. I had 2 bags of seed at the store. And I also had this bag of fertilizer that has like 78 liters in it. So I brought it all to the farm so it wasn't all spread out. We'll clean that up later, get it packed away like it should be. Mostly it's the seed. We have seed for probably a couple years at this point, depending on how much stuff we plant. So if we just take a look really quick to recap now, the animals, the chickens have enough food to get them to next month into August, which is when we're going to get the wheat. So I'm not concerned about that. And the sheep have obviously food forever. It is my goal to buy the last field of the block, which is field 53? 54. Sorry, 54. I get the field numbers mixed up all the time. I noticed in the last video I was calling out the wrong field numbers, but you guys know what I'm talking about, so I wasn't really too bothered to go back and fix it. So yeah, I really want to buy field 54 in the edge of 54. So the game plan, we're going to buy 54. This is going to turn into a grass field, which means 48 and 49 can go to some other crop. The sheep will most likely move over into this area because when you buy the field, you get it all the way to the road. So I'm thinking sheep move over here, cows in the near future over here, maybe silage pit over here. Hay barn will probably go over here as well, and we'll just not be fooling with the baling too much because it is getting to be quite a bit. Also in 54 is an oat crop that is ready to harvest. So if we get lucky and buy it before it gets harvested, that could essentially be like a discount on the purchase price. So that's cool. And the animals are good. Productions, let's look at the productions. We're still processing wool and cotton into fabric, so that's good. Plenty of room to store. I think we do have 4 pallets out front, so we probably have the 4 pallets worth plus 216 liters. The greenhouses are doing okay. Plenty of room to store. They're still over halfway on water, so that's fine. And the sugar mill is still processing sugar. Oh, it's almost out of room too, so we need to move sugar again. I think that's what we'll look at first because we're still going to pump out another 21, 22 pallets maybe. And there's 31 pallets in storage plus all the sugar we have off to the side, so that's going to be a really good sale. This truck and trailer can only hold 15 pallets of sugar at once, and we're looking at having over 100 pallets. So that's 6-7 trips, and that's just not going to do. The issue that I'm having with this truck and trailer, it's great. I like it, but it's not big enough to carry the bulky stuff like the lettuce and the sugar. And it's too big to fit into some of the tight places like the spinnery. So we're going to sell it. I'm going to sell this, and I'm going to use the proceeds along with the money that I have. Hopefully I have enough to buy a semi and a curtain side trailer, which will solve the problem of not being able to do the bulky stuff, because that's what we're looking at in the immediate future. I think I will come back and get a regular pickup truck and the small trailer again that will allow me to do small things like eggs and get into the tight places like the spinnery. So off to sell the truck bed, and the trailer, and hopefully have enough money to get the curtain sider and the semi. Now, another big advantage to this is that we'll also be able to in the future buy the big 30,000 liter water tanker that you haul with the semi. So that's good too. So we're going to repair and repaint. You always get your money back, maybe plus a little. So we will repair, repaint. So for example, 5751, and we're going to put 428, let's say $430 into it. And you see it went up by more than that, almost 550 bucks. So we'll sell this. Yep. Okay. Sell the flatbed. Yes. Okay. And sell the truck. Okay, so we're up to $145,000. So if we go into the store, I'm going to look at trucks. We're going to go for the least expensive, which is either of the Max. I kind of like the old school right here. So we'll go with that. Red. I'm totally happy with red. Chrome wheels is fine. Not worried about the license plate. There's different options we can get. They all cost extra. So we're just going to go with the standard day cab for now. Buy that. Yes. Okay, now the question is, are we buying or leasing the curtain sider? So jump out. I want to say the curtain sider trailer is under miscellaneous. Oh, there it is. And the good thing is this trailer works with the pallet auto load, which is nice. I'm kind of spoiled with it now. Oh, it's $29.5. Yeah, so I'm good. Can I change the design color? Yeah. Oh, what do we have? Oh, that's cool. Standard. We could go red truck, red trailer. I think we should. Standard, Chrome, Giants. That's kind of cool. I like that, but no. We're gonna go standard. We'll go red. Hopefully it's not gonna be too much, but it probably will be. And that does up the money. I don't want to spend any more money, especially not $3,500. Okay, we'll go with the Giants for now. Design color will change back to white so it doesn't look crazy. I can be okay with that. And it's only $500 extra, so $30,000. We'll buy that. Yep. Okay. And we'll jump out. So now we have a Mac and a curtain sider, which is going to help us sell the lettuce, the sugar, loads of other things. Later when we get the grain mill, we'll have a lot of flour to take. Oil mills, a lot of oil. We wind up with another chicken coop. It's going to be more eggs than we can fit on a small trailer. So this was a pretty necessary purchase at some point. I'm a little off there. Alright, that'll get it. Yep, tucks right under there. Alright, so now we can go move some sugar. Wow, that's a big trailer. I believe this trailer can hold about 40 pallets, 40 Euro pallets. So we're still looking at maybe maybe 2.5 loads of sugar. But it would have been probably 8 or 9 loads on the smaller 20-foot trailer. So if I do, it's Z to open the curtain. Got the hiccups. And then we'll just pull into here, get close enough to load. All right. So we're going to Shift R. Yep, definitely works with the pallet auto load. We'll just let them spawn that 6 pallets. That's 12. What I will do is close the curtain, then I'll shift it to open to the rear while we're waiting for more pallets, and that is U. We'll do left back and Z. Okay, so still have the 12 pallets in there. Alright, and then we'll continue to load. So that should be 18. It does look like it's about 40 pallets, maybe a little more. And 24. Maybe 48. It's hard to say. It's 4 pallets per row. We're a little over halfway. So we'll just let this keep emptying out and load them up. And we can go ahead, double check the calendar to see when the best sell time is. And all of the sugar might not have time to process before we sell it all, but let's see, any more in there? 1. Okay, so we can just pull forward and use this to fill it up. Left shift R. Oh, stop. Alright, yep, and we're full, and 40,000 is full. So if we look at the calendar, or at the chart, and sugar. Sugar. Boom. July is technically the best time to sell, 1584. Prices are dropping. 1593 at the grocery mart. I think we should go ahead and sell it. I would say wait until later in the day, but with the prices dropping, you probably want to go ahead and sell it. So, looks like we're selling sugar. I thought it was next month, to be honest. So we'll close this off and we'll go over to the grocery mart and get this sold. So at 1600, and we've got 40,000, so this should be somewhere in the neighborhood of 65,000. Good thing the grocery mart is relatively close. So don't want to go flipping the truck or anything. I'm not sure how stable this tractor trailer. Oh, move, dear, move. I'm not entirely sure how stable this tractor trailer setup is, so nobody's coming. We'll just ease it around. I'm going to flip the curtain around so that we can watch all of it sell. Go ahead and open that up. And hopefully if I get this backed in one solid shot without missing anything, then we should be able to get it all in one number. So, cross your fingers. We're relying on my backing skills, which is typically not something you want to rely on. I just want to get the whole trailer into the cell area at once. And we should be selling. Yep, we are. That should get it. All right, 60,000. So we're back up to 82,000. We may have to short sell some lettuce, some eggs or some silage to have enough to buy Field 54, but I am pretty determined to get it this episode. So I'm going to head back over, load up the rest of the sugar, and I will see you back here when we sell the rest of it. So we're back at the grocery mart to sell the rest of the sugar. The rest of the sugar that was already produced was another 39 pallets. So this should be, 58,000 maybe. Not quite enough to buy the field. But we have some options. Concentrate on trying to get this backed in one shot. That should do it. So we have another. Come on, sell it all. Sell it all. Well, that's 55, but I didn't back up quite far enough because there's still 4 pallets in the back or the front. And another $84. It's selling bit by bit. Let's see if I can get straight in and all the way back to the building. There it goes. See it selling. Another 62. So we're at 144. Oh, we may be further off than I thought. Our target is 180. So we got to come up with 35,000 more. But not the biggest problem in the world. We have things to sell. We just may not. We may have to sell them earlier than I would prefer. So close that off. I'm going to take this back and park it at the sugar factory. Good thing it's a short trip. Oh, that was close. Small roads. So my options are to sell eggs or silage or lettuce early, and it would probably be whichever one is either closest to its best sell time or whichever one is going to have the least amount of taking a hit on the sell price percentage wise. So all the sugar's gone. Also, we won't buy it until we progress into the next month, so we could have more sugar to sell even though it's not on the peak month. So that's that for now. You can see that this wheat field won't be ready until next month, but the other 4 are ready. But I'd like to harvest them all at the same time. So I think what I'm going to do for now is go ahead and fertilize and spray for weeds in the beet fields, just so I don't forget. That way they'll be 100% ready to go. And then I'll probably clean up this little bit of a mess we have here. So I'll grab the John Deere and I'll do that stuff in a time lapse. Should only take a few minutes that way. And I'll see you guys when I get it done. Well, it took a little more doing than I was anticipating to get the supplies cleaned up. I ran over my weight, had to use super strength to get my tractor unstuck and flip the weight back over. But it's done now, so that's good. And while I was doing all of that field work, I was giving it some thought. If I'm going to short sell something to make money for the field, the silage makes the most sense for a couple of reasons. First of all, the spread from high price to low price is not that big. So, although I'm going to take a hit proportionately, it's not going to be as bad. Second of all, if I'm moving away from bales, then I can also sell the bale loader trailer. And that'll allow me to buy the field. Then hopefully the sale of the eggs, the rest of the sugar, and the lettuce will help me get enough money to get the silage pit, the front loader, the hay barn, all that stuff. So I'm going to play that angle, see if I make it out alive. So we're going to go ahead and sell the silage and try and buy the field in this month so that we can preserve that oat crop that is still there. And has it been harvested? Nope. So all these oats are kind of what's on the line. And to be honest, that could be harvested between this month and next month. So the small amount of hit I'm going to take on the silage, I'll more than make back on the oats when I'm able to sell them. So the silage right now is at $4.77 at the biogas plant. The high is $5.73. So I'm going to take a hit of potentially $100 per 1,000 liters. So I may wind up taking a $5,000 hit, but I'll get the money back from the oats. So we're going to go ahead and go sell this at the biogas plant, which is nice too because it's directly next to the vehicle shop where I can sell the trailer. And hopefully between the silage and the trailer sale, we'll have enough to get the field. Alright. So I'll get this over to the biogas plant and we'll see how much money we can get. Alright, so I'm just going to loop it around. Get it over here to the sell point. Our target is to get at a minimum 180 between the silage and the trailer. Hopefully this will sell all right here. Oh, kind of lifted me up in the air. Oh, yep, that's going to do it for us. 183,000. But there really is no need to hold on to this trailer. My plan is to put the hay and the straw in a hay barn and have a silage pit. So I can't remember what I paid for this, but I want to say it was around 50. I could be wrong about that. We're going to find out here in just a minute. We'll jump out and repair it and paint it before we sell it. Oh, wrong button. All right. So it will sell for 37. Looks like I'm gonna put about 3,000 into it. So we made, $1,100 by. Oh, am I on the trailer? Yeah, I am. Okay, I thought I was about to sell my tractor. All right. You know what? This could actually use some repair. Let's do that while we're here. Not so worried about the paint condition. 8,000's a lot, but it's also going to slow us down. So get back in. We'll head over to the farm. And now we have, oh, we have to still buy 54. We'll get to the farm. We'll buy 54. And then we will end this episode with a mega harvest. So we'll have all of the wheat fields, and there's 5 of them. They're not huge, but there's 5. And then we'll have the oats in 54 that we'll just put in the silo to hold on to until the best sell time. And I think we're actually going to come out okay on this. We're currently at 214,000. I'm going to buy the field for 180, so that should leave us with about 35,000. And we do have eggs coming up to sell in November. So I think we'll be fine for money. We'll just get this over to the barn. And progress into, oh wait, I keep forgetting to buy the doggone field. Let's do that before I forget. 54 or 17 on the purchase map, so we have the field plus all of this extra room that we're going to utilize for animals and stuff. So we're going to buy that. And we have the block except for 14. I don't see 14 as being super useful, but I'm sure we'll buy it at some point. So that is purchased. We still have 33,000. We've got plenty of seed to replant the field, so that's not a problem. So we'll progress into August. It's taking its own sweet time into the night. I think we're still pretty early in the morning, to be quite honest. Great demand at the debris crusher. I do not care. So that wheat is still good. Yeah, we have 45, 46, 47, and 50. I don't know why I kept thinking 5 fields. It's only 4. And then maybe I was counting this one. And then we have oats here. So it is time. Yes, I should feed the dog. I heard him sniffing. It is time to harvest everything we can get our hands on. It's going to be probably a long-ish time lapse, but got to get it done. So I will catch you guys once everything's harvested and in the silo, and we can recap on our numbers from the harvest. y'all. So the wheat harvest took a little longer than I anticipated, and I really didn't want to end this episode on like a 15-minute time lapse. So what we're going to do is we're going to send this over to the... Oh, there you go. We're going to send this over to the field, and we'll harvest the oats in the beginning of the next episode. We'll stay in August. And the first thing on the books for next episode is going to be to harvest the oats and then get grass planted in the oat field. So what I'll do is I will say set destination to there. And hopefully it starts moving. Yep, so it's driving. We can... Oh, drove over the house. We can go grab the trailer, dump that wheat, and see what we're looking at for chicken food. And then we'll take the trailer over to the oat field before we wrap this one up. This trailer without the extension configured only holds 12,000, but we've taken, I think this is the third almost full trailer. So we should be set for chicken food for at least a year, if not more. With the focus being on growing crops for productions, and we'll just buy the chicken food in the future. Eventually I need to get the extension for this that'll take it to 22,000 liters. And obviously a bigger combine harvester, because this is taking quite a while to get these wheat fields. And we're still on the base harvester, so all in due time. Alright, we'll get this dumped and see what our total is. Oh, did it stop dumping? Okay, I guess I have to stay in it for it to dump all the way. Alright, now what we're looking at is 43,000 plus another 3,000, 44 plus another 3. So I would say we almost have enough food for 2 years. So that's good. And then after that we can buy it. At some point we're going to wind up getting another chicken coop here. And we're using up all of our field space to try and keep up with the chicken food. I just want to start being able to do different things. So since it's available at the store, we'll go that route. It'll cost us about 30,000 per year to feed one chicken coop, I want to say. But it's not the end of the world. We make way more than that in eggs. It looks like the harvester has just gotten over to the field. So in the next episode we'll get these oats. And using the trailer makes a lot of sense because the harvester is just so slow. And we've got more sugar to sell. Maybe it's still a good price, maybe not. Not really sure. We'll check that out in the beginning of the next episode. So that's going to be it for this one. Thank you everybody for watching, and until next time, take care.